Good Friday morning, everybody. I'm Jared Klein here at the 29 News Digital Desk. We have made it to the end of the work week. Let's take a look at our top local headlines this morning. Albemarle Charlottesville Regional Jail is seeking feedback on a renovation project. The last upgrade to the building was 24 years ago. There are three options that would cost somewhere between $25 and nearly $50 million. Two more community forums are planned. The next one is set for February 13th. Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger enjoys a big lead among Democrats in a new poll for the 2025 gubernatorial race. It was conducted by Christopher Newport. Spanberger's support is at 52%. Richmond Mayor LeVar Stoney got 8% and 40% were undecided. UVA Center for Politics attributes Spanberger's name recognition, but a lot can change over the next year. In Virginia, more than 1 million people used Amtrak in 2023, the highest amount in 14 years. One reason is the increased number of round trips. Another is folks who want to avoid congestion on the road. And the University of Virginia's historic chapel got a spruce up. Crews began fixing and modernizing the Gothic structure last year. Upgrades included replacing the lighting, repairing damaged plaster, and painting the walls. You can reserve the UVA chapel for events, including meetings and weddings.
All right, we're kind of like on a woman theme today.
Yes.
So women are actually driving golf's growth since the pandemic. So a lot more women are picking up the sport. More than 800,000 American women started playing golf. And the sports multi-billion-dollar industry, of course, is paying attention. They're responding. So in 2021, a study was conducted and found that women accounted for close to 20% of the then $5.5 billion golf market. Well, between 2014 and 2021, the spending by female golfers surged more than 66%.
Wow.
So Callaway, they're all getting into sportswear for women, Nike, Lululemon, but it's a growing industry, but a lot more women are picking up the sport. And a lot of younger girls, a third of junior players today are girls. So, and I know I've gotten my girls out there. They love it. My son, of course, but the girls are really.
And you're a golfer yourself.
I just kind of picked it up, probably started playing the past 10 years.
Yeah.
I'm not that great, but I do enjoy it. I'm getting better.
I've never played golf. Is it difficult not to hit the thing on the ground? I don't even know what terms I'm using
Yeah,
here.
I know. So, that can happen.
Yeah.
It takes practice of swinging, so you're not just literally just digging up holes all over the place. I feel like it's a sport that pretty much anyone can play, no matter what your athletic ability is.
Oh, yeah.
But it takes practice. You just have to get out there and practice.
Yeah, and something I might look into one day.
Yeah, you should.
Never know. I'm not good at any other sport, so maybe this will be the one.
This could be the one. I think this might be the one. All right. So for older women with money, a lot of times they're not getting remarried or getting married at all. So this is kind of this trend. So there are about 22 million households in the United States with a net worth of $1 million or more, and a third of them are headed by women, and most of whom reach this milestone when they're about in their 58. And so they're the first generation of women to accumulate a significant amount of wealth in their 401k plans. And so a lot of them are like, well, I don't want to give up, my independence and have some man potentially, take advantage of that. So a lot of older women who have money, they're saying it's yes to love, but they don't want to get married.
And earlier this week, we had the story about more single women in Virginia own houses than single men now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hello, women. We are kind of taking control.
There you go.
And then finally, a British Columbia woman was doing some deep cleaning in her freezer when she found a souvenir from her 1968 wedding. It was the tier of the cake, the wedding cake. So a lot of people, they'll take a piece of like a tier of their wedding cake and then freeze it, and then I don't know, a year later they eat it, or how many years. But this 55 years later, she I guess had forgotten about it.
How is that at the bottom of her freezer for that long?
I mean, and that is an old freezer.
That's got to be an old freezer.
And so I don't know if she doesn't talk about if she plans. So she does plan to eat it. She does plan to eat it. I wonder. It's got to be a lot of like frost.
I don't think I would eat that, but
I think I would try it just to kind of see.
just a bite.
Just a bite, just to see if it's still kind of good.
So long. I just can't imagine for that long. You have something in your freezer.
55 years.
You keep your freezer that long, number one.
Yeah.
And number two, they don't build them like they used to.
That's true. No.
Yeah, those older freezers last a while.
They do.
Yeah.
So anyway.
All right.
55
Well, now I want cake, but not not that old.
Not that old.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. It's a day to celebrate out there. We've got a high of 74. Remember, it's still January out there. We have not reached spring yet, but enjoy it while it lasts. And then we'll be in the 50s this weekend with rain moving in Saturday afternoon and then showers for our Sunday. And then next week, it looks like we'll be in the upper 40s. I hope you guys have a great Friday out there. We'll see you again on 29 News at noon.